Whether you have or not, I'd just like to quickly explain the main premise to you, which is that every decision that you make, no matter how small, has such a great impact that it creates a whole separate timeline with a whole new chain of events leading from that point on. And because if you think about it, we're making decisions pretty much every moment of our lives, you can only imagine how many timelines that would create. I never really thought much of the impact of each small choice that I make in my life. I've always been a person who's more focused on pursuing all possible outcomes. As a writer, I like to create new characters with new, unique experiences, which I may never have in my life. But this poses a problem for this because we can only each live our own timelines. You can't make choices and experiences outside of that. I'm constantly bombarded, as I'm sure you all are, with advice such as take every opportunity that you can get or that is presented to you. Because success is a winding road, it's not a linear straight line to reach where you want to be. But aren't those opportunities for the choices that we take leading up to that point also important? Don't all choices have the impact of creating a new timeline? I never thought that not saying no would be a significant obstacle in being where I want to be or doing what I want to be doing. But I think the truth of success, while it involves a lot of skills, talent, hard work, determination, and all of that, as well as risk-taking and accidental encounters, I think a lot of it is knowing what you want and knowing when to say no to things. Because the ability to say no indicates that you know exactly what you want based on knowing exactly what you don't want. The ability to walk away from something that you don't want and know you will never want takes courage and confidence, especially if you have many fears and doubts for what position saying no will put you in. When I quit my first job, I received a message from a coworker. It's a pretty simple one-line text, but I thought it had great importance. He wrote, "You had the courage to say no. Saying no to the thing that you don't want now gives you the opportunity to say yes to the thing you will want that comes up later on." A good analogy to this, I feel, is closing doors. So if you keep a door open that you know you'll never want, you can be really distracted by that door, but you won't look down the hallway to see what other doors may or may not be open. And worse yet, if you go through that door, you will not give yourself the chance or the opportunity to see what's down the hall. So taking opportunity that you don't want might actually hinder you from doing what you want in the end. Say no now in order to say yes later. Now, not everyone may have this issue of saying no, but the other extreme would be saying yes to everything. Saying no to everything. And if any of you have seen the movie Yes Man, you probably know what I mean by that. The movie shows both extremes of saying no to everything versus saying yes to everything, and then settles for a happy medium of just saying yes to the things you know you want, saying no to the things you know you don't want. And I'm telling this now from the perspective of saying yes, even to the things you don't want. Because when you say yes to everything that others are telling you to do, you are living by other people. And if you do long enough, you might lose touch with yourself and what you want. And you might look to others for the answer or to the question that you should be asking yourself. Say no to others in order to say yes to yourself. Do you know what it is, the number one regret that people have on their deathbeds? It's not simply, I wish I had done more. It's, I wish I had done more things that I wanted to do. I wish I'd had the courage to live life how I wanted to, true to myself, rather than living a life that others expected of me. Along with that is, I wish I'd had the courage to express my feelings. So the two most common wishes on deathbed are for emotional honesty and a life in alignment, lived in alignment with values. I believe that to have both of these things in our lives, we need to not be afraid to express when we don't want something or don't like something. We need to be able to say no to the things we don't want and no we will never want. We need to say no now in order to say yes later. We need to say no to others if it's sacrificing us saying yes to ourselves.